Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of our Enigmatica 2 Expert Playthrough. Today we're going to be focusing a little on Mekanism, both generating power and utilizing some machines to hopefully get up to triple ores, which will be really nice. Alright, let's get started. Okay, so I just noticed that my mechanical user over here seems to have run out of rubber wood, which means that these are my last tiny dry rubbers, which I can put in my ME system. And then that system can just kind of sit there for now. I've currently got a lot of rubber in here to make into plastic, so I should be good for a while. Alright. Oh, and I only did a few things since last episode because it's the same day IRL, but one thing I did do is I made the Oscilloglass ingot and I got the quest done. So let's head over to Mekanism and click on the Oscilloglass Quest and get our loot chest. We'll give that a look-see. Ooh, we got something uncommon. Blueberry pancakes! And they're not yet eaten, so they go into the queue. Oh, those potatoes can come out. Okay, so while we're in Mekanism, we want to first advance in this top quest line, the one that shows different generators, before we worry about getting into the ore tripling. I did do one thing. Oh, I can take that down now. I did make a separate enrichment chamber and go ahead and turn it into a purification chamber, which we'll need down the route line. For some bizarre reason, it wasn't in the quest book, so I just went ahead and did it. Kind of strange, but that's okay. It was a fairly inexpensive recipe anyway, so it was pretty easy to make. Okay, so the next thing we want to make is the Biogenerator. Oh, which requires biofuel, which requires the crusher. So we'll look into that. The crusher is a machine that crushes stuff. I approve of the description. Right, this looks pretty easy to pull off. Hopefully you get the lava buckets back. I might have all this already. Let's click into our ME system and see. Oh, yep, everything with the lava buckets. I'll go grab them from outside. Add the lava buckets, and oh good, we get our buckets back. And now we have our crusher. And our crusher quest is complete. We're gonna have to do a little rearranging of our machines at some point. Take our loot chest. Go up to biofuel. Made in the crusher, mostly used to generate power and ethylene. And it looks like it's just squishing a lot of different things. Oh, pumpkins are good. Pumpkins give you 6. So I'll go ahead and take a pumpkin out of my fridge. I have a little tiny pumpkin farm. And for now, I'll just crush one to get the quest done. But eventually I want some kind of system about this. Well, it's loud. I forgot how loud those machines can be sometimes. Yeah, it's doing its thing. And biofuel. And our quest is complete. We'll go in here, claim our loot chest. Now we can get to the biogenerator. The biogenerator uses biofuel to produce energy. And it is... Oh, go figure, it uses biofuel as part of its crafting recipe. I might have all this. Let's click it in and find out. Alright, so we have our first basic control circuit, and that's the only one we need for this particular recipe. So I'm going to go ahead and try clicking it in again. And we have our biogenerator. Those are very inexpensive. I could see us possibly being able to scale those up and produce some extra power. I might end up putting them over here. Oh, and our quest is complete. I almost passed it by, so let's grab our loot chest. And move on to the heat generator. The heat generator produces power from heat. You can pipe heat into it, supply it with lava, or surround it with heat sources. And, it seems pretty inexpensive too. It doesn't even use anything other than osmium from the actual mod. Oh, there's our heat generator. Oh, are we really missing a furnace? Interesting. Oh, and we're missing compressed cobblestone. I'll make a bunch of that and I'll be right back. So there we go. We got our furnaces. Nicely autocrafted. So there we go. We got our heat generator. It's tempting to make a few of those. They're so cheap, but I don't have any way to carry lava across dimensions, and the nether is the best source for it at the moment, so I'll just let this guy hang out over here for now. There might be other ways to make heat in the mod pack. I'll have to look. Alright, so our quest is complete. We'll claim our loot chest. And now we'll look at the electrolytic separator, which is a very important thing. I might end up making 2 of these. This is a very big component of Mekanism. The electrolytic separator separates fluids into their components via electrolysis. This is how you get gases such as oxygen and hydrogen. It's sided in such a way that you have to get the gas into the left tank from the left side of the machine, right tank from the right side, and output tank from the front. That's important to bear in mind because that'll be part of our ore tripling setup if we get to that this episode, which we're going to try. Let's look at this thing. This doesn't look bad. Just need some enriched alloy. Do I have any of those? Let me double check. Oh, I don't at the moment, so I'll make a few. I'll be right back. Okay. 1, 2. And there's our quest. Alright. So one guy I'm going to put over here with our biogenerator. He's going to eventually work with him, if I'm not mistaken. No, it was the gas burning generator. That is actually the next item. I'm going to put one guy over here. He's going to get a little power charge. And they're all out of order at the moment. If you are familiar with Mekanism or tripling, this setup is probably driving you insane right now. I apologize. I'm going to fix it soon. But, first I'm going to claim my loot chest. And move on to the gas burning generator. The gas burning generator produces large amounts of energy. That's what I want to hear, large amounts. From hydrogen or ethylene. Oh, it's a little more advanced. Oh, it needs tough alloy. Interesting. 2 steel casings. Ooh la la. And a reinforced alloy. Alright, well first I'm gonna, see how much of it I can get away with right off the bat. Alright. Great. Well, that works out. I can go down and harvest those nuclear craft ores I've been walking by for so long. At long last, they have met their destiny. Only a small amount of them. I only need small amounts of boron and lithium to go with some steel. Alright, so by vein mining, I was able to get a very large amount of boron ore and a healthy amount of lithium. At least to start. I'll come back for the rest later. I have completely screwed up my staircase, but that's okay. I'll fix it in a bit. For now, I can use my squid ring to get around. Hey, so with the lithium goes, we can actually work on the start. It's called ferroboron, I believe. Oh, there it is, our alloy furnace. We can put our steel and our boron in. Oh, it doubles. Nice. and makes 8 ferroboron alloys. Alright, so we have our lithium ingots. So we're going to head back to our alloy furnace, take our ferroboron and our lithium. Haha, tough alloy. We should end up with 16 total. Just going to keep an eye on the power because the nuclear craft devices so far seem to challenge my poor little water wheel and wind turbines. Okay, it went successfully. I'm just going to make the reinforced alloys really quick and I'll be right back. Alright, now we have our electrolytic core and some reinforced alloys. I made them in bulk. We have our tough alloy. We might have everything. Let's find out. Alright, we've made our gas burning generator. And our quest is complete. Claim our loot chest. And the last thing is in this quest line is the fusion reactor. That's a little ways off. I'm not going to worry about that yet. Alright. Oops. One last thing I want to make is the energized smelter. It's, like it says, a furnace that runs on power. Let's see what that entails. Oh, I'm going to need another steel casing, but other than that, it's not bad. Alright, we've got 2 more steel casings. Now, let's see. Hey, we actually have everything. We can make our energized smelter. We can make 2 if we want. I'll hold off for now. I don't know what other curveballs Mekanism's going to throw at us. Hey, and our quest is complete. Haha, I didn't even know we had a quest. Very cool. So, I don't know where to put this guy right now. He can go right there. Okay, so we're going to claim our loot chest. And hilariously, I was turned right to the page, and I forgot, it's late at night, in my defense. Alright, the precision sawmill is nice, but I'm not as worried about it right now. Compressed carbon, Mekanism steel, I'll look into that eventually. But first, let's have a little bit of a fun moment and open these loot chests. Uncommon. That looks like another donut. Yep, more frosted donuts. Common. 64 redstone glass. Ooh, that seems good. I don't know what it's for. It's extra utilities, but I'll bet it'll come in handy down the road. Ooh, something rare. Flux-infused battle wrench. Interesting. 200 RF per use. Press V to empower. Uncommon. Onion hamburgers. Oh, neat. I'll put that in the long list of foods we're going to eat to get more hearts. Something epic. Oh, what did I get? Demonically gargantuan drum. Cool. I've never worked with this before, but I assume it's for holding lots and lots of fluid. This will definitely come in handy. Something rare. Supreme pizza. Ooh. Put that also with our foods. Something else rare. Southern style breakfast. Top tier food. Always edible. Buffs player. Ooh. This is getting put aside. There's no room in here. There's no room in here. Okay, it's going in the ME system. But these top tier foods are excellent for like boss fights and stuff. They have massive amounts of saturation and hunger fulfillment. And they have some really nice buffs too, so that'll come in handy down the road. Alright, so to carry on with our goals for this episode, we're going to need some gas tubes from Mekanism. They're called pressurized tubes. The basic one is where you start. It's vibrant quartz glass. Oh, interesting. And electrical steel ingots. Alright, this looks doable. I need to grind up some quartz, so I'll be right back. Alright, we've made some quartz glass. Now we're making it vibrant. That should be good. Now, electrical steel should be as easy as steel and silicon. Okay, we've got our steel, we've got our silicon. We're heading over to our alloy furnace. And this is actually an Ender IO recipe, but we don't currently have access to Ender IO machines, so we're using the nuclear craft one. And there we go, electrical steel. Walk it over to our ME system. Combine it with our vibrant quartz. And there we go, 16 basic pressurized tubes. We might even be able to make the advanced version. Oh, no, we don't have any. Oh, here we go. There we go, 16 advanced pressurized tubes. Can we make the elite ones? Actually, we can. How are atomic alloys made? Do we have access to that yet? Yes, we do. It's just compressed obsidian along with reinforced alloy. Okay, so we can safely use these atomic alloys we got. And we might as well make them ultimate. Then we won't have to worry about upgrading something down the road. Okay, so we've got some tubes. We've got power. I already have my flux duct on me. Now it's time to start arranging things. We also need this water source from Nuclear Craft that's been hanging out making rubber. And it's time to start moving machines around. This door might also get knocked down. Okay, so we've got our floor dug out. And we've got a bunch of machines pulled up. So, the rough order that this needs to go in is the purification chamber goes first, followed by the crusher, the Mekanism crusher, followed by the enrichment chamber, and the energized smelter at the end. And we'll work on getting all the inputs and outputs doing their right thing. But now, I'm going to move our metallurgic infuser. It can hang out right there. It's a little dark in here. Now we need our electrolytic separator hooked up to some power. And given some water. And it should start doing its thing right away. Yep, it's making hydrogen and oxygen. We want the oxygen, so we're going to tell it to dump the excess hydrogen. And now, if I'm not mistaken, it said this too. It just said this. The oxygen is going to come out this side. And it's hopefully going to go into there. Oh, it's doing something. Alright, it's working. Alright, I'm gonna clean up these various other machines that I've got kind of scattered around. And then I will demonstrate when I get back. Okay, so I've got it arranged okay for now. I should probably knock out this pipe and recess it into the wall, but this is not a long-term base, so I'm not wildly fussed about aesthetics, especially beyond this door. I do have our atomic reconstructor set up again. Our nuclear craft machines barely moved. Our actually addition or doubling machines have been put back here. They're great backup. And our remaining mechanism machines are currently just kind of hanging out. Now, our various awesome power generators are over here, and they're going to be my next big project. So, eventually, the pipe is going to loop around. It already comes over here, and then it's going to be a source of power connecting to the rest of the grid. But first, let's see if we can get ore tripling going on. Alright, we're going to test with... Where is it? Aha! We're going to put a single iron ore into the system. If we get 3 iron and gets out, then it's a success. If our entire power grid crashes in the process, then it's less of a success. But we're working on that. All right. It is a success. We've got 3 iron ingots from 1 iron ore. We have successfully created ore tripling. Anyway, I'm going to take our second electrolytic separator, let it hang out on the right side, because this time we're going to want the hydrogen, which should expel from the left. I'm going to take our second infinite water source, which is currently not doing a wild amount of stuff. It's just kind of fermenting something. I don't know. We can always move it back if we have to. Gonna put it there. Alright, it's starting to make hydrogen and oxygen. I'll put dumping excess for the oxygen side. We don't need the oxygen. And now, to be honest, I've never used the gas burning generator. Now for the learning moment. I'm gonna stick it there. Oh, and it's filling with hydrogen. Awesome. It's doing exactly what we wanted to do. Okay, so I have pulled the electrolytic separator separate from the gas burning generator for now, because I am suddenly curious about this ethylene production. It seems to involve something called a pressurized reaction chamber, which doesn't seem too expensive, though I'll need to make another enrichment chamber. This dynamic tank seems very easy. So I'm going to go ahead and put that together, and we'll be right back. Alright, so we have everything. We now have our pressurized reaction chamber. Got a little more osmium cooking with our beautiful new ore tripling system. So I'm going to make another basic tank, because currently, unless it got rid of it when I, our gas burning generator. Oh, hello! It's using energy. It's producing 180 RF a tick. Okay, our gas burning generator is now empty. So now we're going to put our pressurized reaction chamber next to it. I don't really know how this works. I'm about to find out. Alright, water, hydrogen, and biofuel equals ethylene. With substrate. I don't know what's up with that. Okay, so I am currently making a second crusher. And this one is going to go with something called a garden cloche that I've seen in some Let's Plays. And it's hopefully going to grow pumpkins and automatically supply them to the crusher, which will then supply it to the reaction chamber. Let's see. It needs a lot of things that I'm currently working on. I might have my tin plates already. Let me go check on them. And it needs to be made in the thermionic fabricator, which, to be honest, I forgot existed. Someday all of this will be automated and it will be beautiful. Oh, it only took 5. Okay. And we have our garden cloche. Gonna kill the recipe so it doesn't get confused. Alright, I have literally never used one of these, so let's see how to hook it up. Oh, and I gotta give it something to grow. Heavens. Alright, I'll give it a pumpkin. I don't know if it wants a whole pumpkin or a seed. I'll take a few. I'll try the seeds first, because that makes the most logical sense. Oh, it's doing something. Hey, I got it to work. I had to put dirt in it. I feel a bit silly. I ripped some of my wall apart trying to get it to work. Oh, it's going in the chest. Okay. Okay, it has actually been a few hours, IRL, and I finally got the system working. A little lag spike there. The server just rebooted, but oh well. It's a scheduled reboot, I should mention. But okay, we got the pumpkins growing in the garden cloche, which seems to be doing well. I fed it some fertilizer, though it seems to function okay without it. And they're kind of backed up in here, so after a while the system might back up. I might want to keep an eye on it, but we'll see. Water's getting fed from this infinite water source into the garden cloche, and then item ducts are transferring it to the crusher, which is squishing them into biofuel, and then sending them to the pressurized reaction chamber. Meanwhile, the electrolytic separator is using the same infinite water source as the pressurized reaction chamber. I might want to make a third one, but this will work in the meantime. And a pressurized tube is transporting the hydrogen, just the hydrogen, it's just dumping the oxygen, to the PRC. All of this together is making ethylene, which is being fed into our gas-burning generator. And as you can see, it's doing quite well. It's making 246 RF per tick with a max output of 494, I think that says. It's kind of flashing. But all in all, I am pleased. Yeah, it's 492. This seems like a system that I could scale up if I wanted, so I'm happy about that. It just takes up its little corner, which I admittedly kind of tore the floor apart. I'm about to repair that. Oh, and I should mention that the substrate byproduct from the PRC is getting dumped into this chest right now. I'll have to empty it periodically because it's too late at night for me to worry about like a vacuum chest or something like that. But this will do for now. It's a start. We got some mid-game power going on, and I'm happy. Alright, so that's it for this episode. It was a long episode for me, but hopefully you enjoyed. I learned a lot about Mekanism along the way, and I got some good power along it too. And ore tripling. Let's not forget that. So, thanks for watching. Be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed. And hope to see you in the next episode. Take care. Bye.